Tosaka leaves and the church regains its silence. The priest silently sees Tosaka off and I can't even stand up because I can't think of anything.
何をしている？お前がここに残ったところで役には立たん。邪魔をされても困る。
邪魔なんてするか。この手術に関してはあんたを信頼してる。
あの時とは手術の規模が段違いなのだがな。麻藤さくらは自らを撃つことで暴走を止めた。おそらくお前を傷つけたことで自家中毒を起こしたのだろう。
So she did hurt
簡
herself.
単に言ってしまえば、あれは自らの心を殺すことで造剣に操られる自身を止めたのだ。
Because she cares so much about him.
これから行う手術は停止した心臓をもう一度動かすことに等しい。もっとも刻印中のおかげで肉体は未だ生きている。
So her mind is just gone?
精神の呼び戻しだけならばとりあえずは成功するだろう。だがそこにお前がいては迷惑だ。麻藤さくらの苦悶を聞きつけて押し入られては潜んでるし、第一そのような苦悩を背負う義務もあるまい。お前と麻藤さくらは他人なのだから。
This is just awful. Why?
他人だって。
What do you mean, strangers?
麻藤さくらに同情するなと言っているのだ。
Oh.
お前にできることなどない。凛がそうしたようにお前も早々に立ち去るがいい。
I am telling you not to have any sympathy for her. Why?
なんでだよ。何もできないなら、せめてここでさくらの無事を祈っちゃいけないのか。
それは罪だ。お前に麻藤さくらの痛みを共有する資格はない。
Damn, Kiri's being serious, like, Jesus.
わからないのか。私はお前がここにいては手術が失敗すると言っているのだ。今の麻藤さくらにとってエミやシローは外敵でしかない。
That's as blunt as it gets. Get out, I guess. This song playing here, one of my favorite songs in the game. I can't finish my sentence. His words are heavy and they are pointing out the crimes I didn't know I had committed.
麻藤さくらはお前に対して罪の意識を持っている。お前がそばにいては目覚めを拒否しかねない。
That's how this is? You have no right to share her pain. This is so... Oh my god.
俺に対して。
Of course, it makes all... It's too much sense. I can't form English.
そうだ。罪の意識というよりは懺悔だがな。あれは麻藤の後継者として実験台にされ続けてきた。
He just... Yeah, Kire's got it.
麻藤造剣がどのような教育を施したかは想像に難くない。麻藤さくらはお前が望むような清らかな乙女ではなく、虫に汚された尼ということだ。
I'm not surprised. I know this feeling. It's just like when I found out Sakura was a master. I silently accepted the truth when I saw the command spell on her hand.
あの娘はお前にそれを知られまいとしながら常に救いを求めていたはずだ。
It feels so bad that I just ate her alive. You unintentionally made her feel that much pain. It's not even Shiro's fault. It's just...
魔術継承の名を借りた攻め苦がどれほど続いたのかは知らん。だが身近にいながらそれに気がつかなかった者に何ができる。
Make a compelling point, Kotomine. An astute argument. How can you call yourself a hero of justice when someone suffering so much right by your side, yet you remained oblivious and ignorant, thinking that it was all fine behind that fake smile? I see why Kira is pointing out the hypocrisy of Shirou even like feeling pain here. It's because like you have no right to feel this pain.
ここで祈る資格がないとはそういうことだ。 それでも的をさくらを思うのなら
It's a complicated situation,
今のお前にできることはそれだけだ
but it makes it harder to stomach. When you put it that way, Shirou's whole ideals fall apart. I get up. It's not that he's talked me into it. It's just that what he's saying is correct. I shouldn't be here if I really care for Sakura. I shouldn't be allowed to care for Sakura when I can't think at all. I turn my back to the priest and head for the door.
まあそれと言うまでもないと思うのだが
This is gonna be important. I don't have the composure to turn around. I stop, still facing the exit.
先ほどの話だ的を真司がライダーを行使していた時犠牲になった女がいたなお前の起点で助かったが本来ならばあのまま死んでいた女だ
I'm pissed. Somehow I understand why he's bringing this up now.
あのトガがどこにあるのかもはや言うまでもないサーバントが人を襲った場合その責任はマスターにある
All of this sin is right on Sakura. Like, sins are legitimately crawling all over her.
さくらが悪いっていうのか
まさか私が言っているのは責任の所在だ
Yeah,
善悪を語っているのだ
totally get what Kotomune is saying here.
事実女はお前のおかげで助かっている
And Sakura's gonna take that responsibility and turn it towards herself in hatred. But if I made a wrong decision back then, Ryder would have killed that woman. That means
そう今後の話だエミヤシロ
a future where Sakura exists. I don't think that's... Kiria's gonna say that that's not possible, right?
このまま的をさくらが回復したところで正気を取り戻したとしてもいずれ同じことが起きる
No.
その時お前はどちらを守るのか
We don't know when Sakura might do the same thing. I have nothing to say to him. All the pieces are lined up. This is just... I quickly make my way to the exit as if to run away from his words.
エミヤシロお前がマスターになった理由を覚えているか
Kiria is one of my favorite, like, villain, antagonist, whatevers of all time. I just love the way he and Shirou interact. I grit my teeth and walk on. His words are an ultimatum. He always knows the right things to say to spark something inside of people.
お前は正義の味方になると言ったならば決断を下しておけ
Yeah, be the hero and save the people by forsaking Sakura. Or abandon your ideals and throw them away. And save the one that you love.
自身の理想その信念を守るためエミやキリツグのように自分を殺すかどうかをな
I know it's early to declare this, but honestly, I already think Heaven's Fill's my favorite route. I never even thought that, like, it all comes full circle to Emiya Kiritsugu. It's all full circle. That's incredible writing. But it's so sad. The curse of the Emiya family, man. They all go through this shit. I shut the door. The door to God's house is heavy like the cross. That's not... It's kind of like a little bit of a metaphor. Turning away God's door in heaven to walk the path of hell, which is what Shirou's gonna go down. I smell rain. It's gonna begin. Plaza's empty and no one is visiting the church there. Oh. Hello, Emiya. Fitting that you're here. I don't know how you're gonna react to this, but we kind of are in a dilemma with our morals. It's a little bit different than you think, though.
じゃあ
I strangely don't wonder why he's here and why he's waiting for me. The Red Knight silently stares at me and closes his eyes once as if to part with something. Like, he knows. Like, Archer's... He's Shirou, obviously. He understands.
分かっているな、エミヤシロ。
Yep, the choice is here.
お前が戦う者、お前が殺すべき者が誰であるかということを。
He clearly states the question I must answer. His words freeze my heart. I know. I vowed to fight to stop the war, to stop masters who involve innocent people. That's incredible, just how that turned upside down. That was my decision, and that's why I asked for Saber's help. I can't go back on my word. And Sakura's the master I should be stopping first. I know, but I can't say anything. The knight in red remains silent. We stand there, staring at each other under the gray sky.
では好きにしろ。私の目的は変わった。あれが出てきた以上、もはや支援で動く時ではない。
Yeah, it's no longer about killing yourself. It's about... Okay, I think he's talking about the shadow, which he apparently said... It seems like he knows about it, and he's had to deal with it before. That's the true threat here. I wonder if the shadow is just Angra, then. I still don't know... Like, my whole theory that, like, Sakura was the shadow and that Angra was all that, I kind of feel bad now, because I feel like I put a lot into those theories, thinking that they were real and true, but I guess the only thing I can think of is the shadow being Angra then.
これは忠告だ。お前が今までの信念を守るのなら、それでいい。
He's like, I don't really care, it's your choice, I have other things to do.
だが、もし違う道を選ぶという
Oh, that's...
エミやシロに未来などない。
That is not, foreboding at all. So, I'm no writer, and I don't claim to be. But if I were to write Heaven's Feel's ending, I don't have all the details mapped out, but if I were to write Heaven's Feel's ending, it would be just like that, to save Sakura from all of those sins and allow her to be free, to stop the Holy Grail War, to stop Angra, but to have Shirou pay the ultimate price for that sacrifice. It would be this bittersweet crescendo of everything that puts Emiya as a character. I can see it as Shirou's always been one to not care about himself. But this time it's different. He's gonna want to live. He wants to be with Sakura, but the end means he can't. He has to forsake that desire as well, to sacrifice himself, to end it. That's just like how I would write a sort of ending, or that's where my brain is going. So if it's possible that this is where this is going, then I don't think I'll ever be the same after reading this route. I cannot handle endings where the MC dies or disappears or... Like, I cannot handle these kind of endings, man.
それは俺が死ぬってことかよ。
自らを閉ざすことを死というのならばな。
Self-imprisonment, huh? That's an interesting way to put it, but I get you.
そうだろう。お前は今まで人々を生かすためにあり続けてきた。その誓いを曲げ、一人を生かすために人々を切り捨てるなど、どうしてできる？
Kind of reminds me of something that Kiritsugu said once in a blue moon ago. What was it that he said? There's a quote. Fuck, he told Shirou. He talked about how saving someone is not to save other people. You let others die by saving someone. That's what a hero of justice is, and it's all come back to that. The childish ideal that it couldn't lead to that is gone, and Kiritsugu's words ring true. That's the truth of the matter. Its declaring words contain no scorn. Archer's words contain determination and emptiness. He's you, of course. I love Archer's love Archer and his back.
だが、お前が今までの自分を否定し、たった一人を生かそうというのなら、そのツケは必ずお前自身を裁くだろう。
They're already setting this up. There's gonna be no salvation for Shirou. There can't be. This is legitimately... This is awful. This whole situation is awful. There's gonna be no salvation for Emi Shirou if he goes down this path. He'll never be the same once he makes this decision. Archer leaves. Unable to stop him, I start down the hill, paralyzed by indecision. It's the park. When I finally come back to myself, I'm sitting on the bench at the park. In the park. I don't feel like going home. And I can't wait at the church. The park is far away from both. It's been a few hours since I found out Sakura is a master. Its location suits an indecisive guy like me. An answer. I have to come up with an answer, but my brain is so messed up that I can't even come up with what I should be thinking about. This song has to... This is all too much. Don't repeat it, I understand. I'm a magus even if I'm just an amateur. I know what it means and I can't tell what Sakura has been through. He knows now. It's the truth. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I know. You don't have to tell me such a thing. Those words hurt to read. Such a thing. Why couldn't I notice it? This is the breaking point. How can he call himself a hero of justice? One of my back teeth cracks. Ouch. I grit my teeth too much today. It's a wonder it didn't break until now. I grind on the bare nerves. Pain assails my brain, but it can't even drown out the hatred in my head. And now he hates himself. I know, look at her, she's so precious. The fire ignites inside my head. Now that I know the truth, thinking about our time together drives me crazy. Sakura was smiling. She was always smiling gently. I never knew what kind of pain she went through. And I accepted her as a matter of course. I don't care if her smiles are real or fake. It makes me want to kill him just thinking about what kind of pain was hidden beneath her smiles. We will, Shirou. We'll get that bastard. I can't forgive him. I don't need recompensation. I want to eliminate him and remove him from Sakura's life. Because everything is his fault. Sakura would have been able to live as a normal girl, and she would have never had a crest worm in her body if it wasn't for him. She wouldn't have become a master, and Shinji wouldn't have lost himself if Soken didn't exist. So, if he had never existed, none of this would have happened. I punch the bench. The wound in my hand opens up and blood drips down into the white bench. The clear colors transfer into my head.
熟者あいつさえいなければ何かどうだったって言うんだ
I'm disgusted with my own foolishness.
それこそ関係ない話だ他人に責任を押し付けて何を
You're such a flawed character, Shirou, and that's why I love you. Yeah, why am I trying to make myself feel better? Because you're human. I won't deny what Motozoken has done to Sakura. Just thinking about it disgusts me. It makes me jealous as if something important has been taken away. But it doesn't lessen my guilt. I'm the one who didn't notice. No matter what Zoken did, it's my fault for not noticing.
気づかなかったんじゃない俺は
Finally. I just didn't try to notice. Exactly. The signs were so obvious. We all know Shirou's dense, but he's not a fucking idiot. He chose not to notice. The night when I confronted Zoken, he said Sakura was unrelated, and I believed him. How stupid of me. Why did I believe his words? There's no way she'd be unrelated when she's of the Mato family. On the night I lost Saber, I realized Motozoken is a monster who doesn't care about other people's lives, and yet you still, yep. That monster gave Rider to Shinji. There's no way he'd do nothing to Sakura. But I believed his words because they were convenient for me. We can really just see how flawed of a human Shirou is, and the guilt and sins that he's committed, and I can understand Kotomina's point of him not having a right to care for her. I could have easily realized it. It's something I could have guessed with even a little thought. To remain in blissful ignorance can often be something that we as humans choose, because it's easier. It's less painful. That's why I wasn't surprised. I knew it was obvious when I found out Sakura's a master and that she's been raped until now. But I didn't think about it because I couldn't keep going if I realized it. If I realized, I'd have to fight. Motozoken is evil. The superhero has to fight against him. The hero needs a villain to fight. No. It's clear what I must do. If Sakura is going to be Zoken's puppet and use Rider to indiscriminately attack people, it's clear what I must do. That's why I learned magic. The fire. I've been able to live because I have to save people from unreasonable disasters. The guilt, the survival guilt that's there. There's so much guilt eating away at Sakura and Shirou. The amount of guilt that those two have and the sins crawling on their back is immeasurable. So it's clear. It's just like that Red Knight said. She doesn't want you to forgive her. That was the whole point. She knew that... She knew the whole time. Always playing like she didn't know, like she was ignorant and dumb. Just not dumb, but like dumbly blind by the situation. But how can Shirou honor that request? To not forgive her? No, to I don't want to hurt Sakura, and I feel sympathy. But there could be no exceptions, no matter how important it is to me. If it would create a disaster like that time, then the reasonable way of the hero of justice, yeah. Was that her salvation? That must have been. That's why that was the real smile. That was her salvation. She truly turned into a monster and couldn't go back. To have Shirou, unable to forgive her, would be the salvation that she desired. I feel like I'm gonna get sick too, Shirou. My stomach is just fucked up. I just need to eliminate it. I shouldn't have to think twice. Why? Everything you've lived up to now, everything you've put your life into is you're asked to throw it all away. Why am I desperately trying to keep myself from throwing up? I endure the nausea. How long has it been? I don't have time to be worrying about stupid things. Dosaka said she'd be back when the surgery ends. The town smells like rain. I have to go back to the church before it starts raining. Find out how Sakura's doing and... That's cute. A moment of levity in the midst of the storm. Hey, Elia. Oh. I'm suddenly embraced from behind.
Iria.
Maybe that's exactly what Shirou needed. Can tell without turning around. The one I meet at this park is always this white girl. I was definitely not expecting that. Ilya laughs cheerfully. Her innocence is painful right now. I know it's selfish of me, but I don't want anyone smiling in front of me right now. Bad timing, Ilya. I'm so sorry. I wish she'd be quiet. I don't have the composure to talk with someone right now.
Iria, 悪いけど、今そんな余裕ないんだ。遊ぶのなら一人で遊んでくれ。へえ、せっかく会えたのに、それじゃつまんない。あれからシロここに来てくれなかったし。
Oh, she showed up all the time. Oh, I'm sorry, Ilya.
別に毎日って約束したわけじゃない。それにもう夜だぞ。マスターは夜に会ったら殺し合うんじゃないのか。
Yeah, Ilya's never seen Shirou like this before. My unkind words bring a renewed wave of nausea. I hate myself so much that I want to punch myself. I'm driving Ilya away so that I can be at ease. Oh. And she knows that much at least. Yeah. Ilya speaks cheerfully. It looks like she knows about Sakura's condition and... Yeah, it's big GG for Ilya, except for you're not accounting for Zoken. But what if we need the Grail, though? Because Shirou doesn't know that the Grail's inherently evil. But... Ilya hugs me without reserve. Seeing her innocent smile makes me so angry that... Yeah. It's about time we saw Shirou snap and retort like that. Yeah. It's harsh, but he's going through too much right now. I push Ilya away in a fit of rage. It's too late to regret what I've done. Ilya is standing there in shock. I could tell without looking how shocking that must have been for her. I have pushed aside an honest, pure show of affection. It's like a parent rejecting a child, and that's gonna make Shirou hate himself even more. I have just ruined everything Ilya felt for me. Unable to hold her gaze, I look down. Oh, does she understand? A small... Oh, Ilya. A small hand pats my head.
Ilya?
She can clearly see how much pain you're in, man.
私まで嫌っちゃったらかわいそうだもん。
This is gonna fucking make me
だから
cry,
私、
man.
シロウが何したってシロウの味方をしてあげるの。
Been holding it back. I've been really holding it back, but like this is really getting to me. No, the tears are falling. My vision is covered in white. It's just one phrase, but that phrase watches everything away from my head.
俺の味方。
そうよ、好きな子のことを守るのは当たり前でしょ。
Oh, Ilya.
そんなの私だって知ってるんだから。
There's a police siren outside that's really loud. Hopefully they're safe, whoever's in there. Or an ambulance siren, I mean. Someone's ally. Ilya easily tells me the motive to be on someone's side. I know what's right and what's wrong. What I've protected until now and what I want to protect right now. I know which choice is correct and which is wrong. With that in mind, I'm sure I'll regret it if I lie to myself and keep going. Where the responsibility lies, existence of good and evil. Losing Sakura will weigh more heavily on me than either of those things. I don't even need to think about it. I just want to protect Sakura, that's all.
ああ、好きな女の子を守るのは当たり前だ。そんなの
Those
俺だって知っていた。
words ring hard, you know?
でしょ、シロウがそういう子だから私もシロウの味方なの。
Who knew it'd be Ilya to get Shirou out of that kind of a funk? That's awesome, man. We love Ilya in this house. Ilya smiles delightedly. Her innocence encourages me. I don't know if this is the right choice or not, but I do know I won't regret it.
ごめん、イリア。俺、そろそろ行かないと。
We gotta go get Sakura, we gotta go.
そうだね、そういう顔してるから許してあげる。
Thank you,
また今
Ilya.
度会おうね、シロ
Thank
ウ。
you. Thank you.
ああ、またな、イリア。それと、ありがとう。
I'm like barely hanging on right now by a fucking thread. This has been so fucking draining. Like I feel like my soul is evaporated. I leave the park. I start running to the church as if to shake off my doubts. My answer's determined. I don't know how much Sakura supported me after my father died. She was always there for you, smiling. I tried to see her as just another fellow student. I kept on deceiving myself because I wanted her to stay by my side, but such deception will no longer work. Emiya Shirou does not want to lose Mato Sakura. That's all. If I can't think things through, I'll just have to trust in the only definite feeling I have, but within my determination.
お前がたった一人を生かそうというのなら
Can't shake off Archer's premonitory words, it's just like Kiritsugu's. Rain starts. Here we go, it begins to rain. As my own tears fall. Rin, why am I... Shirou, please declare your love for her. Please hold her. Please, let her know. The winter rain mercilessly shoots down at me as I run. Oh, an interlude? Come on, Oh, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go back in the worm pit, dude. Dragging sounds. These sounds are familiar. They are the sounds of crawling worms. This place is familiar as well. The dark, damp secret room. An underground mausoleum. This green room is the first room given to her after she was adopted by the Mato family. A lone figure stands in the center of the room. It may not be human, but its appearance is that of a human. The figure called for her, commanding her to fight in Mato Shinji's place. She was prepared for this. At the very least, she accepted the possibility up until 2 days ago. But now her determination is gone when she discovers that Once she discovered that Emiya Shirou is a master, her will to fight left her. Yeah. She visited the Emiya household to keep watch over him, but Emiya Shirou did not have the aptitude to become a master, and he has no knowledge of the Holy Grail War. That fact became clear at once, thus there was never reason to keep watch over him. She stayed as his underclassman, using the role of keeping watch over him, and it was all Zoken that did it. Right? To keep watch over him? Just... No. Misinterpreting. I'm starting to... She had an optimistic view. That's another part of her guilt, isn't it? The truth. She had an optimistic view that there would be no need to fight, although she knew her true identity may be revealed at some point. She never dreamed that they would end up fighting one another, so how did it come to this? I'm pretty certain the answer is yes. She knows what the old man's reply is going to be. She knows, but she can only ask. But... servants. Is this in the past or is this in the present? The old man's answer is not what she expected. Oh, this has got to be in the past. When she discovered that Shirou could be spared. Falcon, don't call her your cute granddaughter. Don't do it. Hearing his words, she lowers her guard a bit. The old man became strangely kind sometimes. Continuing from the family's magic, he is an inhuman monster, as cruel as a beast, but sometimes, when they are talking, he becomes just a good-natured old man. But she cannot be deceived. She does not know if this is a whim or a calculated act of kindness. Moreover, she knows she will end up fighting him if she agrees. Even if she does not have to kill him, just having to fight him is bad enough. Is this in the present? I don't know. It's crazy. Sakura has never been ignorant. She's always had the choice to do this and the ability to not be a watcher. She does not answer. First of all, there is nothing she wants. She admires him, but she would never expect him to accept her. Of course, she would never think of him to do that. Because she feels like she's the most vile, just putrid human. She's impure. She's not suited for him, so someone more appropriate should stand next to him. All she wanted was to be by his side until that time came. It'll all be ruined if she wishes for anything more. Not only her. He too will come to a bad end. Okay, so this was in the past. That's okay. She speaks with a trembling voice, prepared for re-education. She knows what awaits her for disobeying him. The fear of being thrown to the worms, of losing one's sensation, is something one can never get used to. The longest she was able to keep her sanity was 2 hours. She almost goes crazy thinking that she'll have to endure many times that, now at worst, until the Holy Grail War ends. Her body trembles. Fear of punishment makes her want to scream, but it is not the pain that she fears. All she fears is that when the pain becomes unbearable, she will do as he commands. Just on a whim, Zoken's like, yeah. He gasps. She does not know how serious he is, but he has accepted her excuse. Trembling goes away, replaced by a warm sense of relief, but into that defenseless mind. Enters the old man's disappointed voice. Yep, that's what makes this worse. Evil enters at that time. She knows it intuitively. Nei-san will certainly win. She's that kind of a person. She obtains everything she wants and passes through as if it's natural. Nei-san will take everything she wants without even a glance towards her. That one standing in place. She's Sakura probably hates her inside, like deep within that dark part of her. Then Nei-san will win. Her body turns cold as ice. She doesn't care about that. She's used to it. She's used to it. She's used to it. She's used to such treatment. Nei-san will take it all. Nei-san is going to eliminate everything. The pain she went through, the bright future ahead of her, and the only person she can rely on. The ground wavers beneath her. The words make her dizzy and nauseous. Her chest is hurting. Something unpleasant assails her, as if a needle is in her chest. It has started raining. The chilly winter rain mercilessly beats against the gutters. She slowly opens her eyes. Oh, that was her dreaming of remembering that scene. See. It seems she was dreaming about what happened a few days ago. She's sleeping on an operating table in a room made of stone. In front of her is a black priest she has never seen before.
状況の説明はいるかね、的さくら。
いいえ、自分の体です。ちゃんとわかっています。
She answers simply. She does not focus on him, but on the sound of the rain against the walls.
結構。では早く着替えたまえ。隣では遠坂凛とエミやシローが待っている。
Yeah.
彼らには君の状態を説明しなければならない。
私を逃がしてくれるんですか?
So sad that Sakura's just not used to that treatment.
逃げる逃げないは君の自由だ。私は助けただけだからな。君がどうするかは私が決められることではない。
I don't think she's gonna be able to face Shirou. She might just run away like she's...
まあ、助けた手前死なれては骨折り損ではある。君には最後まで残っていてほしいとは思うが。
それは。
その方が楽しい。君が生きることになれば。
Exactly. Cannot believe Kirei just let Sakura in on the big play, the big boy play. Priest turns his back after he answers. The priest will go to the chapel now. He does not look back at her, hugging her knees on the operating table.
彼らが的を桜を生かすか殺すか、その選択に興味があるのならここで待っているがいい。うちはこう見えて安物心でな。なぜかここだけは。礼拝堂での会話が筒抜けになる作りになる。
He smiles and leaves. She embraces her knees. The quiet weeping is drowned out by the sound of rain. Shirou, go get her. I open the door. Tosaka's already here, standing in the corner of the chapel. She's not sitting down, but standing there, and I could see her determination. She has the cold face of a magus, saying Sakura will be her enemy if the crest worm isn't removed. Tosaka doesn't look at me, and I have nothing to say to her either. The sound of rain echoes through inside the chapel. How long has it been?
手術は終わった。これ以上私にできることはない。
Breaking the deep silence, Kotomina Kirei appears.
ちょっとキレイ。あんた、魔術刻印どうしたの?
Wow. I mean, it makes everything more entertaining. The more sufferers. I mean, it makes sense. He gave his magic crest to her.
やはりわかるか。見ての通り、的を桜の治療にすべて使った。
He's such a nice guy. He used all of it. Yeah.
使ったって、あんた。
Tosaka's astonished. I don't get it. All I can tell is that something happened to Kotomina's magic crest and Tosaka's surprised about it.
わかってるの? 魔術刻印よ、魔術刻印。
He has ulterior motives, Ren.
代々重ねてきたものが、なんでたった数時間でなくなるっていうのよ。
仕方あるまい。私が父から受け継いだ刻印は、お前のように高級的なものでは。
Oh, interesting.
使えば使うだけ失われる消費型だ。ま、格の落ちる霊樹と思えばいいだろう。
じゃあ、本当に？
ああ、刻印はすべて治療に使った。何しろ11年にわたる生みの摘出だからな。
We both gasp. The priest is saying he used all of his magic crest to treat Sakura. Tosaka's expression tells me how valuable the compensation was. Kotomine threw away all of his fortune for Sakura.
琴峰。
なんだ。まさか迷惑だったなどと言うまいな。助けろと言ったのはお前たちだ。
He's like, I merely...
私はそれに答えただけ
I
だ。
did what he asked. The fuck you want?
いや、迷惑なんてことはない。
Thanking Kirei is
その
awesome.
ありがと
Never expected to hear those words come out of Emiya Shirou's lips.
礼は言うな。どの道、後になって撤回するのだ。
Yep. Kirei, you're... It's an interesting devil.
う。後になって撤回する
This is all for your suffering, buddy. What does that mean?
でさくらはあんたがそこまでしたってことは。
一命は取り留めたがその場しのぎに過ぎ、大部分の刻印中は取り除けたが、深く蝕んでいるものの摘出は不可能だ。あそこまで神経に食い込んでしまっては取り除きようがない。
So
心臓を引き抜けば全ての刻印中を摘出できる。
it'll just slowly build
そ
back
れ
up.
では麻藤さくら本人も死んでしまう。私にできたことは、神経と同化していない刻印中を取り除き、痛みを和らげ、臓剣からの圧力を弱めてやることだけだった。
I see.
今夜死ぬべき定めのものを気まぐれで延命させたに過ぎん。
それじゃあさくらは。
何も変わっていないということだ。
Yeah, she's just alive for a little bit longer. It's like chemotherapy, but the cancer comes back, you know?
実生活には何の支障もないが、麻藤臓剣の出方次第でたやすく暴走する。
There's that
あ
too.
の老人の思惑一つで、本人の意志に反して戦いを強制させられるだろう。
Yep, now Shiro's choice really sticks through. I'd be lying if I said I'm not agitated, but I'm not surprised or puzzled. I've made my decision already. I chose to be on Sakura's side, no matter what happens, no matter what state she's in.
そう。それじゃああとは一つだけね。刻印を使い切ってくれた綺麗には悪いけど。
Move aside, Rin. This isn't your choice. This is ours. Maybe out of line. We're not exact. You guys are family. Whatever, it's a Mega's problem, but step aside. Tosaka starts to walk. I instantly understand what she's gonna do.
待て父さんが
Grab Tosaka's hand and stop her.
何？話なら後にして。
No.
何言ってやがるお前さくらを殺すつもりか
つもりも何もそれしかないでしょ。あなただってそれを覚悟してここに来たんじゃないの？
That's cold. That's sickening. I mean, I know it's just a facade, but still.
そんな覚悟はしていない俺はさくらのために戻ってきた
Like, no, we made our
お
decision.
前がさくらを手にかけるって言うんならここで止める
And Archer's... It would take Rin's command spell to make Archer do it, because Archer's just... He's gonna let Shirou decide. The true threat is the shadow, so he doesn't really care.
じゃああんたはどうするつもり？いい？さくらはマスターとして戦わないと生きていけない。マスターである限りよそから魔力を取らないとやっていけない体じゃない。そんなのどんなに手を尽くしても結果は見えてるって思わない？ならここで殺してあげた方がさくらのためよ。
I mean, of course, Rin has very valid points, you know, you can't deny
思う
that.
かバカまだしてもいないことに何勝手に結論
Then
出してんだ
Shirou
よ
retorts to the really good point as well.
出すわよ。さくらの問題がさくらだけならまだ希望だってあるわ。けどそうじゃないでしょ。さくらの命を握ってるのはあくまであのクソじじいで、造剣がいる限りさくらは操り人形よ。
I'm sorry for being so quiet with my commentary, everyone. Just drained.
あのじじいがさくらを手放すなんてあると思うの？
Honestly, I don't think for Sakura to truly be happy and live a normal life, Zoken's gotta be dealt with. That's number one. But honestly, the existence of Kirei in this Grail War Now that he's done what he's done, Kirei needs to die too. And we gotta stop Angra and the Grail. That's the hardest part.
それ
ほら分かってるじゃない。造形は決してさくらを楽にはしない。ならこのまま苦しんでそれでも結局逃げられないっていうなら
I know
ここで終わら
Rin's
せた方が犠牲が出ない。
I know as
さ
much
くらもさくらの手にかかる人たちも救われるわ。
just because you're correct doesn't mean you're right.
私はあなたみたいに一縷の希望にすがって被害を広げることはできない。そんな決断を先延ばしにする弱さが逆にあの子を苦しめるのよ。
Tosaga's right. It's not that death itself is salvation, but if our goal is to save people, her solution is the best. And the other idea would just be a selfish mistake. 10 people will die if we don't do anything. God, the reverse trolley problem, all going back to Kiritsugu. But if we could save 9 by sacrificing 1, then... That's the reality I've always tried to deny, but have known deep within my heart to be true.
違う。お前は間違ってる。
エミヤ君。
俺は犠牲なんて出させない。お前の方こそ。やりもしないうちに結論を出す遠坂こそ。
Wow. Damn.
ふざけないで。それがどんなことか分かってるかって言ってるの。さくらを助ける？それってどういうことよ。あの子を助けてあの子に殺される連中も助けるってこと？笑わせないでよね。そんなのあなた一人にできるわけないじゃない。
ああ、できない。けどさくらを守る。その結果がどうなるかはこれから考える。
そう。
Yep.
ならあなたは私の敵よ。
Unfortunately, we are.
手を離して。さもないと根元から吹っ飛ばされて
やってみろ。けどな、遠坂。
Oh man,
何
Shiro's...
でもかんでも思い通りになると思うなよ。
Shirou, that was savage. Our hands tighten on each other. Mine is from tension. Tosaka's is, well, I want to believe hers is because of tension too. It's give and take, but we can't back down because we both have things we believe in and...
なんだ?
Oh, is Sakura running away? Outside the chapel, we hear the sound from the next room and exchange looks.
ヘミヤ君、今の聞いた？
He's trying to escape.
窓の割れる音だ。
走っていく足音だったな。確かに出口はこの礼拝堂と裏口だけだが、
Poor Sakura, she can't handle this. Because remember, the walls are paper thin or whatever. Isn't that... Kotomine, you fucking you idiot. No, you fucking bastard. Kotomine knew that these two would fight, and it would spark... Oh my god, you're a genius, Kotomine. She couldn't handle it anymore. The guilt is too much. Go save her, Shirou.
いや、そうか。この教会の窓ははめ殺しが多い。仕方なく窓ガラスを割ったのだろうが、病み上がりにしては少々乱暴だな。
病み上がりって、まさかさくら？
それ以外誰がいる？彼女を寝かせていた部屋は、なぜかここでの会話が筒抜けでな。
Kirei,
お前が彼女を殺すだの物騒なことを言うから逃げ出したのだ。
you're just one of the best characters, man. I love Kirei. He's a sly fox.
許せ。構造。
嘘つけこのインチキ神父。それ絶対わざとでしょう。
Yeah, don't have to fool me. Tasaka shakes off my hand and starts running. She runs not to the room but to the door leading outside.
遠坂!
Shirou, you gotta beat her.
話は後。今はさくらを捕まえる方が先。あの子ってばあんな体でどこに行こうってんだか。
I think maybe Rin won't kill her at this very moment. Maybe. She quickly opens the door and runs outside. Tosaka goes into the rain without an umbrella. I don't have any time to lose either. I don't know where Sakura went, but she can't be left by herself now.
待て。マトを桜を探しに行くのはいいが、その前に伝え忘れたことがある。
Fucking tastic. What is it?
なんだよ、長話はごめんだぞ。今はそんな場合じゃない。
Meta.
まあそういうな。大事な話だ。伝えておかなければ私も困る。リンは聞かずに言ってしまったからな。
I can only assume it's gonna be terrible
お前に
news.
話しておかなければならないだろう。
It's gonna be terrible news.
それは
Oh, of course it
桜
is.
のことか。
そうだ。結論から言えば、的藤さくらは長くない。
That part's easy to see.
刻印中はこうしている今も、あの娘の体を犯している。引き抜くことは簡単だが、その衝撃にあの娘の体が耐えられない。神経の4割を生きたまま引き抜くのは、
Wow.
痛みでショックする以前に。だが、放っておいても同じことだ。あれの理性は欠乏する魔力に削られていき、次期的藤さくらという自我をなくす。そうなってしまえば、あれはただの暴走したマスターだ。
It's just gonna, like a zombie that's gonna go around eating people to sustain.
サーバントの維持のため、何人もの人間を犠牲とし、それでも最後には
She really is a ticking time bomb.
つまり、お前がどのような手を尽くしたところで、あの女は助けられん。
Yukiri at this point's gotta get some popcorn and just watch. I feel dizzy as though I'm looking into a strobe lamp. I don't have any solutions for saving her, so...
壊れたものは治らず、失ったものは決して戻ってこない。
Ouch.
あの娘を助けたかったのなら、それは11年前に行うべきことだ。
Ouch.
それでも手を差し伸べるというのか。エミやシロ、
Yes.
何をしようと、数日後には死ぬ女だ。そのようなものを助けることに何の意味がある。
I can't breathe. I can barely stand under the impact of his words.
そんなもの、俺にはわからない。けど、お前は桜を助けてくれた。意味なんて、それで十分じゃないのか。
さて、私が治療したのは責務からだ。助けを求めて訪れた者を無下にすることはできないからな。
嘘つけ。責務だけで魔術刻印を使い切るもんか。
Yep.
理由はわからないが、お前は桜を助けたかった。死なせたくなかったんだ。そんなの、俺だって同じだ。
I glare at the priest. He must understand because he nods slightly.
そうだな。ならば急げ。リンが先に見つければ、間違いなく的藤さくらを。
All is going according to Kirei's plan, at least.
あの迷い子に屋根を与えてやるがいい。
Heavens feels mind-blowingly nuts. I love it. He doesn't need to tell me. Turning my back to him, I follow Tosaka into the rain. In the rain, it all culminates. This is... This might be my favorite, like, day in the entire novel. It's too early to declare that. I have bias because I'm on the high of experiencing it, but... This is peak Fate. Like, I can barely tell what's gonna happen next. I can barely breathe myself. My heart's beating. Fiction rarely gets this out of me, even if I'm an emotional baby. This is something else. My breathing is white. Under the cold winter rain, my breath seems to freeze and blow back against my face. There's no one on the road. The street lamps light up the night in vain, and I run without aim. I'm gonna find Sakura. It's not just the premonition that something terrible is going to happen if I don't find her quickly. I just want to hold her hand right now and feel her warmth. I run blindly. I don't know where she went. Sakura no longer has any place to go. There's no place for her in my house nor the Mato household. She has to be wandering in the night.
そう遠くには行ってないはずだ。雨のしのげる場所で人気のないところと言ったら。
Park? It's a wild guess, but the only thing I could do right now is to check every one of the possibilities. Here's the bridge. Across the bridge, Sakura wasn't around the Shinto station. I didn't hear anything about a girl like Sakura being there. Even though it's night, it's not silly the places will be deserted. There weren't many, but I saw a few people walking about. What if none of them saw Sakura? Maybe she avoided Shinto and went back to Miyama City. She's probably still in her school uniform, so she would stand out in this rain. If she wanted to avoid attention, she would head to Miyama City, and that's what I'm thinking as I run through the rain wind.
Sakura.
I come to a stop. There she is, under the bridge. Sakura is standing alone on the dark, desolate brick road. Oh, this is... I'm nervous. I'm scared. I go down to the park. Does she notice me? Sakura is looking down while exposing her body to the rain. I can't think of anything to say to her. All I can do is take her home. That's so... Oh my god. All I can do is take her home.
Sakura.
I call out to her as I approach. I don't mean to skip it, and Sakura refuses with desperateness I've never seen before. I gotta replay that line, I'm so sorry. This voice acting is actually fucking killing me. I stop. Sakura's still looking down, tightly clutching her skirt in her hands. She looks like a criminal, mortified by her actions. It's heartbreaking. It is. The amount of guilt and self-hatred she feels. I can't go any closer. I feel that I shouldn't until she raises her head.
Sakura.
帰ってください。今近づかれると私何をするかわからない。
None of that matters anymore. We're gonna save you. Even if it's the greatest mistake of all, even if it's a sin inherently, we're going to save you. Her voice is shaking. She's trembling because of the cold rain and her feelings of guilt. I can't erase them from her. All I can do is...
Sakura. お前、風邪治りきってないだろ。
Just act like the Shirou you've always been to her. Let's go home. Extend my hands. Sakura's wet hair sways. Sakura bites her lips.
帰れません。今さらどこに帰れって言うんですか。
Home, Sakura. Her voice is heavy with self-loathing.
Sakura.
いいんです、先輩。私な
We're not forcing it, Sakura.
何
No.
に構う必要はありません。だってもう知っているんでしょ。
No.
私が何なのか。私の体がどうなっているのか。
This is shattering my spirit. This is actually shattering my fucking spirit right now.
もうこれで
I know I'm a fucking baby, but this is fucking killing me. All over. Her white breath tells me the end of her sentence.
バカ言うな。俺が聞いたことなんてどうでもいいことだ。
That's all that matters,
俺が知って
Sakura.
る桜は今まで一緒にいた桜だけだ。それがどうしてこんなことで終わったりするんだよ。
だって終わっちゃいます。
It won't. It won't.
私先輩が思ってるような女の子じゃないんですよ。奪われた先で小さい頃からよくわからないものに触られてきました。
It's okay, Sakura. That doesn't matter. We're gonna take her home. This is bad, dude. This is hitting on this is hitting on a whole another level I thought possible. Sakura's nails dig into her elbow. It's a masochistic action, as if punishing the dirty. You're not dirty. You're not. You're far from it. Please, Sakura.
それだけじゃないです。私は武道の魔術師で先輩にそのことをずっと隠してました。マスターになった時も困っていて、先輩がセイバーさんを連れてきた時も知らん顔して騙してたんです。
So that's why she always reacted that way. The first time.
ほら、だってその方が都合が良くて、
Sakura.
さくら。
でも本当バカですよね。そんなのでごまかせるはずないのに、それでも騙し通せるって思ってたんですよ。自分の体におじいさまの虫が住んでいても大丈夫だ、自分が
Sakura.
れば負けないって思い込んで、あっさり負けちゃいました。あなたにかけられたの毒でもなんでもない暗示のようなものだったんですよ。
Oh, it's just aphrodisiac.
私はそんなのをかけられただけで自分がわからなくなって
I see.
先輩を傷つけたんです。
This is heartbreaking. It's tragic.
遠坂先輩は正しい。私は臆病で泣き虫で卑怯者です。痛いのが
I
嫌
didn't
で
mean
怖
to
い
skip it.
のも嫌で
No.
自分が大切すぎて死ぬ勇気も持たなかった。
I can't. I'm holding it. I'm holding it back the best I can. That broke me. That line broke me. That line broke me. I don't know why it hits on a personal level. I'm not gonna explain myself. There's a lot of meaning to this, to me, not only in the story. This is I can't even fucking breathe right now. This is fucking insane. She's crying. Sakura's crying. She's crying and doesn't know what to do. It just makes her cry even harder. Hug her. Please, hug her. Please, hug her. Feeling her pain, I regret what I've done. I have never seen her cry before. She's finally shown you. Yeah, she's never cried before. The reason behind those tears. Why didn't I realize sooner that she could only cry when condemning herself? Oh my god. My heart is gonna fucking explode. I can't. I can't.
さくら。
This is
全部私が悪いんです。
it's not. It's not your fault.
私はおじいさまの操り人形で、いつさっきみたいに取り乱すかわからなくて、いつかきっと取り返しのつかないことをします。
You can go home, Sakura. You
そんな私が どこに帰れるって言うんです、先輩。
Sakura corners herself. Nobody is condemning her. That's why she has to do so herself. She has to say she's the evil one. She has to condemn herself and punish herself.
だから泣くな。
Sakura once said it, that she's a coward who needs someone to lead her by force. I finally understand what she meant. Someone I want to protect. Someone important to me. Someone I never thought I would lose. If I don't want her to cry anymore, I have to take her hand and lead her to a place in the sun, so I should now... Shirou, protect her and lead her to her salvation. Please. Hold her.
先輩、
Hold her, please.
私ずっと先輩を騙してたんです。けどいつも思ってました。私は先輩のそばにいていい人間じゃない。だからこんなのは今日限りにして、明日からは知らない人のふりをしようって。
I can't play anymore. Just give me a minute, please. I... This hits so hard. If I weren't recording right now, if I weren't alone, or if there wasn't anyone in this household right now, I would be bawling, like, full on, like, bloody murder. I don't think anyone will ever know why these words impact me so much, why these lines not only hit from a storytelling perspective and my empathy for Sakura, but from what I've been through. I cannot tell you just how much I identify with Sakura. I have not been through the pain she has, not even close, but I understand everything that she's talking about. So this line just fucking hits me like a truck. Because it's way too personal, but just trust me. It really hits close to home.
廊下で出会ってもすれ違うだけで、放課後も他人みたいに白いふりして、夜もちゃんと一人で家に帰って、今までのことは忘れようって。
It's okay, Sakura. Oh, if she'd done that, I would have gone crazy. Sorry, I didn't realize that.
でもできなかった。そう思っただけで体が震えて、すごく怖かった。死のうと思った時より怖くて、先輩の家に行くのをやめられなかった。先輩を騙すのも、それをやめてしまうのも怖くて、周りはみんな怖いことだらけで、一歩も動けなくなって、どうしていいかわからなかった。
I'm trembling. I don't know, I'm embarrassed. I don't know why I'm gonna post this video, but I know I'm being cowardly crybaby to cry over this so hardly. But it's not just because of It just... I never knew that I could relate to a fictional character so much. I never thought that I could understand someone so much that wasn't even real. It's hard. I don't like to be vague. And I don't like... I doubt I'll ever share those secrets with many other people ever again. But this hits close to home. Really, really bad. But I believe this is for the best. Sakura says I should never have learned about this. But if that were the case, he would have just kept on crying.
バカですよね。こんなこといつか絶対分かっちゃうのに。分かっちゃった時はもう遅くて。私は二度とあの家には入れない。
Fate has broken me.
だからそうな
There
る
is no return.
私から離れた方がいいって毎晩思ってた。
I just want to bawl my eyes out so bad right now. Holy shit, I need a hug, dude. Can't even tell you what my thoughts are going through. Oh my fucking god. Stop it, game. Stop hitting it. Like, why does this have to hit me on such a personal level, and then I have to take in my extreme empathy for Sakura, and like, it just, it...
その方が先輩のためで私もきっとこれ以上悲しくなくなるって。
I can't let her cry anymore. If Sakura has to blame herself, because nobody will blame her.
でもそれでも隠していたかった。
I know, Sakura. I know.
先輩との時間をこれからも守っていたかった。
This is easily the most painful scene in the entire game.
私にとってはそれだけが
Oh.
意味のあることだったのに。
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even if nobody would forgive her, I would keep forgiving her in her place. Hug her, please. Oh. Oh my god, I'm fucking... I can't do this shit, I can't. I can't play this song either. I brace her cold body. My arms are terribly unreliable. I can't hold her tightly, nor can I pull her close. I can't save Sakura. I want her to be with me, and I can only stay by her side. And awkwardly, I wrap my arms around her. Even if this is all I can do right now, my determination is definite and firm.
先輩私
もう泣くな。さくらが悪いやつだってことはよくわかったから。
You don't have to feel guilty anymore. You don't have to judge yourself. She gasps. Sakura is confused, torn between guilt and regret. To deny those feelings, I tell her what I truly feel.
俺が守る。どんなことになっても、さくら自身がさくらを殺そうとしても、俺がさくらを守るよ。
We all need someone like Shirou, dude, in our lives. Oh my god. My entire face is a sopping mess, and my nose is clogged, and this hits hard because I wish I could have been told this by somebody. That's all I'll say.
約束する。俺は さくらだけの正義の味方になる。
I hold her a bit tighter, even if it's just a touch. I do so to tell her that my oath is more firm than anything. It's okay, Sakura. It's okay. How much effect did it have? Stubbornness flows out of Sakura and her shoulders relax. No matter what she says, Sakura is still the same. Her sensation and her warmth are the same. Our breaths are white and the pouring rain has turned to a drizzle. In the freezing night,
ダメです先輩。それじゃきっと
we
先
know.
輩を傷つける。
We know. He knows. Her words sound like a confession. We know, Sakura. Shirou knows. But this is the path that we chose. The rain is stopping. The night is cold as midwinter, and Sakura doesn't try to free herself from my arms. And
先輩を傷つけるのに。
oh god. I want to stay like this. A tear trickles down her cheek as she says it. Just because that's going to happen doesn't mean we can't enjoy this little bit of time together. And Shirou will work to be your hero, to lead you to a world where you can be happy. And with that, the choice is made. Something decisive has ended. I don't know if this is love or not, but a premonition lingers in the back of my mind, telling me that the end of this love will not be compensation. Yeah, this won't work out. There's gonna be no happy ending. There is legitimately, there's gonna be no happy ending in this game. It's gonna be, there'll be no happy ending in this game at all. I'm on the verge of fucking... I'm gonna get sick, dude. I don't fucking feel good. Holy shit. Everybody that's watching can only assume the amount of people who noped out of this video and cringed and moved forward, but this means more than anyone will ever understand. People are going to have their own feelings about what they read here and how they apply it to their lives. But I think that a story is masterful when it can affect you this hard, where it just shakes your core from the inside. I never knew that I could appreciate and understand and relate to a character so much as I do with Sakura. That's just why this route is just so perfect. I wish I could talk for, I could probably talk for hours upon hours about why Fate, the visual novel, is so good. There's so much here. You could write like a gospel about why this series is great. I'm sorry you guys had to see me like that. If Heaven's Feel can manage to break me this hard again, I wouldn't be surprised. We're like, what? Like 40% through the game? Almost halfway? If that. This broke me harder than Saber disappearing, I'll tell you that. I could tell you that much. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Hope you can understand that this was hard for me. That the lines meant something to me that no one can understand but me. And I hope you guys can understand that, and I hope I provided a reaction that was somewhat satisfactory. I hope it was at least up to par with what you expected. I'm sorry if it was disappointing. I did my best though, so I have no regrets. This is easily just this game. Now, this last time, I'm being dead ass. The last time fiction hit me this hard was in Cloud Out After Story, believe it or not. Um, I know some people probably wouldn't be affected by After Story as much as like this scene in Heaven's Feel, but it has been a very, very long time since a piece of fiction has completely, utterly hit my core from the inside out. It's like the crest worm was there inside of me, fucking eating my like soul out because of how much the writing was just like. It's like the writing was the crest worm, and my heart was like the receiver of it. Like my heart was the pages. So I love Saber. I really love Red too, but Sakura's best girl. I don't really know how that could change for me, but she's just my best girl because I love how flawed she is. I could go on and on about why I like her so much. But I love Kotomine in this route, Ilya, Ryder, Medusa. So many twists and turns. Heaven's Feel has easily gotta be the most intense, insane ride I've ever embarked on. This is crazy. I have a really bad headache from crying right now. So hopefully that goes away soon. I don't know what I should ramble on about other than that this is a masterpiece, and I really appreciate everyone who's embarked on this fate journey with me, because y'all are gonna see me get emotional for all the games that I play, but it is like once in like a blood moon, like that it affects me this hard. Like I will just tell you that it doesn't take a lot to get me to cry, but it takes a lot to break me down completely. I could have, honestly, if I was by myself, I could have bawled and kept going for a long time. But thankfully I have enough composure to just know that I'm recording and that it's gonna be okay, it's just fiction. But that doesn't mean I can't be moved and impacted by fiction so much. I'm just glad that I'm alive to experience this moment and to create like this fan base and group of awesome people that we all enjoy Fate and dumb weeb nerdy shit. We can all enjoy that in and of itself. It's nice. I can't play anymore if I'm being honest. I need to stop right now. So I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you everyone for watching, and for those who actually watched through the entire part, I appreciate you. I'm sorry you had to witness that. Thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate it. And as always, I really appreciate and have a lot of gratitude and appreciation for all of you. Thank you. Just know that wherever it is that you are, whether it be morning, day, evening, or night, just stay safe out there. Take care. And along with taking care, be sure to practice some self-care to yourself as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next Heaven's Feel episode. Hopefully things will be better by then, but, you know, I'm just gonna keep rambling on like I always do. That's just how it be. I'm just glad I got through that. I, I had a bad feeling about this day, and I was right. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna end it for real, guys. See ya. Thank you for getting through that. I'm sorry. See you next time.